Guys, it's a great pleasure to speak with you. It's the first interview for Polish media and for Polish fans. So I'm here to tell you something from Polish fans. First of all, do you know anything about great Polish fans of One Direction? Do you know how many you have?
We often see quite a lot of tweets actually from Polish fans. Actually, I remember quite clearly when we were on the X Factor, and we really couldn't believe that other countries even heard of us and they were watching us on YouTube. I don't remember the fan account, but it was like 1D Poland something.
Poland loves 1D.
Maybe it was that, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that in particular.
When will you play a concert in Poland?
We're not actually sure of our dates yet, but we definitely have plans to come to Poland at some point over the next year. So that'll be cool.
Do you know anything about my country? Do you know anything about, for example,
then they have a decent football team.
Oh, it was 1-1.
Pretty decent, yeah.
We could even win with England. It would be something great. How would you advertise your new album? Shortly.
Here is One Direction's brand new album, Take Me Home, which is very similar to the first one, but it's got a different name and has different songs with different lyrics.
And is it better than the first one?
And it's better than the first one.
There we go.
Okay, I think fans will definitely buy this album and tell me...
That advert's now going to be on in Poland.
So, and do you think that this new album will bring some new fans to One Direction?
Hopefully, yeah, because, like Louis said, that we didn't really try to make it too different in terms of, the way it sounded, but we did try to get involved with the writing side of things, and we just wanted to make sure that the lyrics were a lot more relevant to us this time, and that we were, heavily involved with the writing side of things. So we got like 5 tracks that we wrote on this album, so hopefully people, that appreciate songwriting will appreciate the fact that we've wrote 5 songs on it, and hopefully, that we get some new fans, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. And all over the world, there's some kind of One Direction mania, and some compare this one to Beatlemania. What do you think about being compared to the Beatles?
It's almost quite intimidating, that comparison, because obviously the Beatles were huge. Some might say the best band ever. So to even be compared to them is... it's quite intimidating, but it's very flattering. But we don't really think we're
quite
anywhere
to that
near.
Level, yeah.
And this success, this mania, is really huge. And do you sometimes stop and think, "Oh my God, what the hell is going on around us? This is really crazy." Do you have such?
Yeah, we get them moments all the time. All the way from being on the X Factor, all the way to being at the VMAs and, winning 3 VMAs. There's just so much stuff that's happened, for us that it would be a bit strange if we weren't pitching ourselves constantly, to remind ourselves that it is an amazing opportunity, and we do, understand the full extent of how crazy it is. So, yeah, we're just having fun with it and just rolling with it and just seeing how far it goes.
And the fans are really crazy. That's a good word for your fans. Do you remember the weirdest thing that you got from your fan, that the fan did?
We prefer the term passionate.
Passionate,
yeah.
So what was the most passionate thing from a fan?
Well, we always say the same answer, but I can't think of anything quite as...
extreme.
Crazy passionate. In Sweden, there was a girl who once hid in a bin, a dustbin, to... I don't know...
She
was
thought
trying
the bin
to surprise
was
us, or?
No, the bin was meant to be around the back of the studio where we were recording. So obviously the bins had been brought out. So she thought, if I get in the bin, when they take the bins back around the back, I'll get into the studio. So she hid in the bin. But when they were moving the bin, they realised it was a bit heavy, and they were like, "What is this?" So they opened it, and there was a girl in the bin. And then I don't know what happened after that though.
She was smelly.